One day when I was a man, I remember I woke up and I felt worthless. Now this didn't happen overnight. You see, at 5 and 6 years old, I was in special classes because I couldn't write and cut well. When I was about 8 years old, they told me that I had ADHD, and I remember being one of the only boys in the whole school that would have to go and take medicine at lunchtime. I remember at about 13 years old, I was diagnosed with bipolar. At 15 years old, they told me I was depressed. At 17 years old, they said I was an addict and I had a disease. And all these things that people were telling me, doctors were telling me, began to form a belief system in me that I was worthless and something was wrong with me. And I remember one day I was standing on I-285 in Atlanta, Georgia, and I wanted to end my life. I wanted to jump off the bridge and say, it's over, I'm worthless, I'm useless, I'm this, I'm that, I'm depressed, I'm worthless. And thank God that I didn't make that decision. And I gave my life to Christ when I was 23 years old. I'm 35 now. And God began to implant all these things in me, that I'm a child of God, that whomever the Son sets free, he is free indeed, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can overcome addiction. I can overcome depression. I can overcome being bipolar. I'm not ADHD. I'm not all these things that I was labeled as a child that I believed in my heart that were not true. See, no one told me that, Keegan, you're special. That all this energy you have is a gift, that when you become older, this passion that you have because of your ADHD, that you can use it to do great things. You can use it to bless people. You can use it to change the world. See, what people told me as a boy, I began to believe as a man. I began to believe these things, that I was useless, that I was worthless, and then drugs multiplied these things, these beliefs by hundreds and hundreds of times. But then, when I began to come to Christ and He replaced my mindset and changed my belief system, it's amazing that the light has come into my life. That whomever the Son sets free is free indeed. I want you to remember, you're beautiful and love someone big today.